Good afternoon, guys, and happy Cinco de Mayo to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, I just recorded like 10 minutes of footage and completely forgot that the camera...
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's the 6th.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Today is the 5th, Matthew. The 6th is on Saturday. Anyways, guys, I just recorded a whole bunch of footage and realized the camera wasn't actually turned on. So today, guys, I ended up making for dinner, I just threw in the crock pot some freezer dinner, which was tortilla soup, because it's like a creamy tortilla soup, because I didn't I was going to do salsa chicken, which is like for like tacos, but we didn't have any tortillas, so I went with this. Plus it's a little bit chilly, like it's nice out today, but it's a little bit chillier, so I thought soup would be nice date for today. And then also too, guys, I made the Leches cake, which I used the recipe from the Pioneer Woman Cooks cookbook, and I made it completely from scratch. And the thing was, in her recipe, she tops with like cherries, and my mom's really the only person that likes cherries. So what I decided to do was just do blueberries and strawberries, which I read online, like you could use pretty much any fruit that you wanted to, like top it with. So that's why I ended up doing, just because we had a lot of strawberries and blueberries. So this is it, guys. I could have done it like, and you know, designed it real pretty and stuff like that. But if you guys see this pooling over here, that is actually the extra milk. It is 3 types of milk. Well, it's sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk, and then heavy cream. So that's where the name like Leches comes from. And so the cake, it's like absorbs it. Oh my goodness, guys, I've only had this one time. It was my favorite cake ever, and I really hope that I did it justice and like made it, because it's like, it's almost kind of like an angel food cake. Like the cake part is really light and fluffy. It's like all like whipped eggs and stuff like that, and then with the milk inside makes it super moist, so it's like a moist light cake. Oh my goodness, it is so good, and it's just so tasty. And then it's got the like whipped cream. It's not like whipped cream frosting, it's just whipped cream pretty much over the top, and then with the berries. Oh my goodness, guys, I am gonna like whew. And then I also ended up making some homemade what's it called, some homemade salsa too. We're not having a party or anything. I just was planning on making it from earlier in the week, and then ended up, I had all the ingredients and just didn't end up making it, not even thinking like it was Cinco de Mayo on Friday. So I was like, well, that's perfect, I'll just do that. So this is what I ended up making in here. This is like restaurant style tortilla or salsa kind of stuff in there. Oh my goodness, it is so good, guys. And yeah, don't touch it. Matthew, what are you doing? So anyways, we made that, and then I also ended up making hummus just because the blender was out. And I do normally when I've made this salsa, I've also made the hummus too, so I just did both since the blender was out, or not the blender, the food processor was out, because our blender, we don't have one. We have a little rocket blender kind of thing, so that's why. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna have this. I really hope I did it justice, because like I said, I only had it one time, and I remember it just being so delicious. And oh, it smelled, and it turned out like when I baked it, this was probably the best cake I've ever baked before in my life. It came out perfectly. So yeah, we'll see how this ends up tasting, guys. I really hope it's good. Cake update, guys. Oh my goodness, it was as good as I remember. Oh, this was probably like, I don't know if I told you guys, like 3rd grade, I think, or something like that. Maybe 4th grade, maybe 5th grade at the latest or earliest. It couldn't have been 6th grade. I know it couldn't have. But, you know, somewhere between 3rd and 5th grade was the first and last time I had this cake. It was so good. Oh my goodness, guys. And it was so good again, except for I got a really big piece, and the problem is that it is a lot of dairy, like with the whipped cream and the, you know, the milk on the inside and everything like that. It is a lot of dairy. And you guys know me and dairy don't go very well together in my stomach. Oh my goodness, I always get really horribly upset stomach if I have too much dairy, and this was just, I cut myself way too big of a piece. It was really worth it, guys, honestly. Oh, it was as good as I remembered it. And I'm actually happy because I feel like I did it justice. Like, it tasted actually good. Like I said, like I remember it. And it was like, it wasn't, like I said, the cake was done perfectly. So anyways, guys, though, before I went to bed, or before I go to bed, real quick, I'm going to take a shower real quick and wash my hair. But it is almost 11 o'clock. I did make my grocery list because we're going to go to the grocery stores tomorrow in the morning. And then I think hit up all the after Matthew's tournament because he does have a tournament tomorrow. And I also made the freezer dinners from last week. So the fridge is pretty much for the most part cleaned out with the exception of just a couple of the leftovers and things like that. I'll show you guys the fridge since it's still pretty clean. I mean, just a little disorganized, but this is all leftover stuff up here, which will most likely be chucked after, probably like on Monday or so. Some of it like can be chucked earlier, but the rest of it, this was actually from tonight. I love reusing these yogurt containers because they fit soup perfectly, and I don't have to worry about them in a bag and stuff like this, all goopy and juicy. So I reuse these and put like soup leftovers in them. And then down here, this is my shelf, which is always a mess. It's just got like random, mainly cheese. Honestly, guys, you guys want to see all the cheese that I have. And then in here, I've got, let's see, this is just, I'm going to use these for my potatoes. This is a salsa, bruschetta, and then also the hummus that I made for this week, which is all homemade stuff. So, with the exception of that, I might need to go through like, those strawberries are actually looking like they're hanging in there. But yeah, I might need to go through these drawers a little bit. Actually, I just chucked one of the things that I knew needed to be chucked. But other than that, I mean, for the most part, guys, it's still pretty much as organized as it was. Well, not as organized, but as clean as it was. I don't need to clean anything. So back from the grocery stores tomorrow, I can just like easily throw all this stuff into the fridge in here and not have to worry about like, you know, not having room for it or whatever. It'll pretty much all fit on that bottom shelf. Because we're not going to have enough time to like, you know, really, I mean, like, I'll probably just be able to put the cold stuff in the fridge, and then that'll pretty much be it because we're going to have to go to Matthew's tournament at like 8:30, I think, or 9 o'clock or something like that. So I have like an hour or so that I can get two grocery stores done shopping at. And then I also did 2 loads of dishes today too, guys, which is pretty good, but I didn't get to any laundry, even though I did like 3 loads of laundry like 2 days ago, which is pretty good because normally I try and average like 2 a day at least, or at least like throw 1 in a day, but I was able to get 2 done that one day. I just hope there's nothing in the washing machine. If there is, then I'll probably real quick throw it in the dryer. No, I did it yesterday. No, I didn't. It was 2 days ago. And yeah, I threw everything in there because Matthew needed his stuff clean for volleyball on Thursday. So, I got that done because normally he'll go like every other game, he'll get his stuff will be washed normally like over the weekend because he has 2 games, Tuesday, Thursday, and like it's really hard to get everything washed on Wednesday because he has like darks and lights that he has to, and I always separate them. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. The other thing is too, guys, I can't stop coughing. I've got from this lingering cold that's just, you know, trying to hang on for dear life. It is got me coughing up a storm in here, and I just couldn't even, like, it's driving me crazy because I feel like I need to cough, but I don't want to because then when I start coughing, I can't stop coughing. Goodness, I keep just trying to clear my throat. So anyways, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.